G'day everyone, today is the 12th of July 2025 and we are jumping aboard Steamrail's vintage train to Castlemaine. It's going to be a fantastic day out. Keen for you all to come along. So without further ado, let's jump on board and get into it. So Steamrail describes this journey as a chance to experience the golden age of rail. This tour was hauled by A2986, a beautifully restored 460 steam locomotive built at the Newport Workshops in 1915. It was one of the later members of the A2 class, a design that revolutionised express passenger travel in Victoria when it first appeared in 1907. Unlike the earlier versions, A2986 was fitted with Walshart's valve gear and a superheated boiler, giving it more power and efficiency. In 1946 it was converted to oil firing, and by that point it represented the peak of development for the A2 fleet. After being withdrawn from service in 1963, it sat in static preservation at Warragul for many years until Steamrail selected it for restoration. The locomotive steamed again in 2015, more than half a century after retirement, and it now regularly hauls tours like this across Victoria. And helping out at the rear was T356, a 1959-built T-Class diesel-electric from Clyde Engineering. These diesels were designed to replace steam on regional lines, and T356 spent over 40 years in service with the Victorian Railways, VicRail and V-Line. Our 130km journey to Castlemaine began in the heart of Melbourne at Southern Cross Station, which we departed at 9:40, and from there the train steamed north through Melbourne's outer suburbs, passing through Sunshine, Sunbury and Gisborne, before beginning the long climb through the Macedon Ranges. This route follows the historic Bendigo line, originally completed in 1862 during Victoria's Gold Rush era. Built to connect Melbourne to the booming towns of Castlemaine and Bendigo, the line was a major engineering feat of its time, featuring dramatic viaducts, deep cuttings and long tunnels. Even today, the Malmesbury and Taradale viaducts remain some icons of the 19th century railway design. On board, you're stepping into another era. Today's train is just over 170 metres long, and the carriages are genuine restorations, and some dating back to 1906, with polished timber interiors, pressed tin ceilings and classic compartment seating, like our carriage, which is one of Steamrail's beautifully restored carriages, numbered 38BE, built all the way back in 1910. These BE class carriages were designed for long distance express services, hence the E, standing for express. Carriage 38BE entered service on December 3rd, 1910, and over a century later, it's still running strong thanks to the work of Steamrail's volunteers. For this trip, you had two travel options: excursion class, which gives you that old school feel with open windows and wooden finishes, while first class offers more of a comfortable ride in the 1940s style air-conditioned compartments. Although this was in the middle of winter, I can never say no to riding in wooden-bodied carriages. As well as that, there was also a licensed bar offering cold drinks, beers, wines and spirits. After passing through the 385 metre long Elphinstone Tunnel, we arrived at Castlemaine just after midday, having travelled across some of Victoria's most scenic and historically rich railway terrain. Castlemaine was once a town, fueled by the gold rush. Now it's a blend of colonial charm, scenic walks and a thriving art scene. As well as that, it's also home to the Victorian Goldfields Railway, where A2986 was sent to get turned and serviced for its journey back to Melbourne. Now we took a short stroll from the station, past the railway yards and the repurposed goods shed to the Bridge Hotel for lunch, a classic country pub that's been part of Castlemaine since the 1860s. The kitchen focuses on fresh, local ingredients from the region's growers and farmers, and the taps here are full of beers and ciders from local brewers. Established as a general store in 1860, the Bridge picked up its first liquor licence in 1866 and has been serving locals and travellers ever since. I found it to be quite a nice pub and somewhere I could easily spend a little bit of time. We had the fish and chips, a vegetable curry, as well as some of the best potato cakes I think I've ever eaten. As well as that, I did a subpar job of splitting the G, but it definitely hit the spot. After lunch, we crossed the road to the mill, a reimagined 1870s woolen mill, which is now home to over 40 artisan makers, as well as a vintage bazaar. And lastly, on the way back to the station, we stopped in for a quick drink at the aptly named Railway Hotel, and from there, it was back on the train. Back at the historic Castlemaine station, the locomotive had been turned, boarded, and was ready to run back to Melbourne in style. As the train climbed out of Castlemaine on the return journey, you got one last sweeping look at the countryside, maybe even got to catch a golden sunset through the window. It's a relaxing and nostalgic way to finish a day trip like no other. And of course, with a refreshing beverage in hand, it's really a perfect way to spend a day. So ticket prices for this particular trip start at $131 for adults in excursion class and $142 for first class air-conditioned compartments. But do keep in mind, discounts are available for Steamrail members, kids and families, and the best part is your ticket helps keep these incredible trains running. Every fare goes back into the restoration and maintenance of these historic locomotives and carriages. So whether you choose to ride in the breezy excursion class or the comfy 1940s first class, you're not just enjoying a ride, you're helping support railway preservation here in Victoria. So if you're a rail fan or just love a good day trip, definitely check out Steamrail's website. They run regular steam hauled tours like this throughout the year. Head to their website to see what's coming up and consider becoming a member to help support the restoration of these beautiful machines. We arrived back pretty much on time at Southern Cross just after 6 PM, marking the end of a beautifully preserved steam train journey through the Victorian goldfields. So here's a thought. Castlemaine is also home to the Victorian Goldfields Railway, which runs steam trains from Castlemaine down the branch line to Malden. So would you like to see a video on that line? Let me know in the comments. Anyway, thank you for joining me on this steam-hauled journey to Castlemaine. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you'd like to see more heritage railway videos like this. And also a huge thanks to Pania Productions for the use of his footage. So be sure to check out his channel, also linked in the description. Anyway, thank you all so much for coming along, and I'll see you again on another trip. Hooroo!